Let's look at the brand portfolio now. This is where you go to decide which brands you're going to have active in the marketplace. So if you're not going to change anything, you're not going to add or subtract a brand. If you're not going to modify a brand, you don't even have to go to this screen. But here we would go and say, okay, well, rock, we've decided that maybe we should just withdraw it. Okay. Under very rare circumstances, should you ever withdraw a brand, but just know that you can. If you withdraw a brand, any existing inventory is sold off to a trading company at a pretty significant loss. So you need to be really sure that you want to do it if you're going to go ahead with that, because it's going to be a financial hit. Okay. So a couple things here. It tells you the existing base project. So in period 3. PO Rock is based on, the brand Rock is based on PO Rock. Roll is based on PO Roll. Okay, if you wanted to modify one of those brands, you would go and click on the brand name and you would say modify, modify, and then you would change the R&D project, the base project, to a different one. As with withdrawing a brand, if you decide to modify a brand, the previous design or version of the brand is now obsolete and will also be sold off to a trading company at a significant loss. So again, you can do it, but just make sure you have really solid reasons, because you may take a hit if you've got a lot of units left in inventory. The other thing you can do here is you can create a new brand. So if you watched my R&D decision video first, you'll recall we made an R&D project called PO Room. Let's create a new brand called PO Room. So launch a new Sonites brand. We're going to call this brand Rooms. Again, it's got to start with an R because we're Team R, and an O, which signifies Sonites. Role in portfolio is to target Generation Z. We discussed that in the last video. We want this brand to be based on the R&D project we already finished called PO Room. Okay, so Room, target Generation Z. We're going to have it based on PO Room, and click Launch New Brand. It doesn't like what I put there, so let me try this again. Okay, so once we have decided to launch a new brand, it shows up in our brand portfolio as a third brand. Okay, it's going to be based on base project PO Room that we just selected. Now, if you add a new brand, then what you have to do is you have to go back into Marketing Mix. You will find the new brand there, and now you have to specify a number of things. It's always good for the initial run of a new brand to be 100,000 units. If not, you take a bath on the transfer cost or the unit cost here. So you want to go ahead and order 100,000 units no matter what your estimated demand is. Well, I mean, if your estimated demand is over 100,000, then obviously you would want to order more. But if you're estimating, even if it's 30,000, still order 100,000 to get that lower price. So what is the price? Based on research, you've decided that our target segment is willing to pay about $350. So we enter that number in there. That shows us what our unit margin per unit is going to be. Then we specify advertising. Let's see, 2.5 million, 200,000 in research. Then we're going to go ahead and do specify targeting and perception objectives, digital marketing. We'll want to hire some salespeople. Enter some money into e-commerce and e-store promotion. And digital marketing. How are we going to allocate our advertising dollars? We specified 2.7 million. So if we're targeting Generation Z, again, 26%. And I'm reading from down here. 26% for digital owned, 26% for digital paid, 26% for digital earned, 14% for traditional, and 9% for outdoor. Did something wrong there. 26. Well, their numbers don't add up to 100, so we'll change this to 8, and there we go. So that's how you work out creating a new brand again, they've got to be based on an existing R&D project that you can use. Okay. So anyways, again, if you want to modify, you would do the same thing. Just go down here, click on modify. We want to now have it based on Pogo, things like that. And so now you'll see that it's based on Pogo. And so it's going to sell off any existing inventory and start anew with a new brand. So you would then again want to go back into brand portfolio. Marketing mix. Click on rock. We are going to be dumping these the inventory units, which at this time is actually 0, so that's really good. So you would want to again specify 100,000 units because it's a brand new run to give you the lowest unit cost. And that's that. So if there are any questions, feel free to get in touch with me. Thanks.